Recently, I've undertaken the task of finding every Zelda music reference in Tears of the Kingdom's Wind Temple. So in this series, we're going to break down some of the brilliant Rito themes we get along the way. I'm Kevin, and welcome to Zelda Music Theory. Dragon Roost Island. Okay, so we've already got this kind of bum, bum, da, 1, 2, 3, this rhythmic dichotomy going on. But what's really cool about it is G minor, F major, back up to G minor, and then maybe down to D minor, and back up. So beautiful so far. Anyone know where that's from? Does anyone hear that? Are you kidding me? Same chords. That's like the Wind Waker theme. How cool. Let's keep going. We ever do that in Zelda music? So Dragon Roost Island takes that same motif that's used in the original Overworld theme of going to flat 3, flat 2, back down to 1, and it continues down. Super cool. I love that bass line. Now what's also cool about that is they have a G going the entire time in the melody. So it's... which makes it a major 7 chord. Back down to here. What an awesome theme. Rito VIllage Day. Wow, how beautiful. What is that? 1, 5, C, G. So minor 9. The 4. Man, Breath of the Wild does that so often, doesn't it? Check this out. Let's keep listening. Jeez, that's super gorgeous. What chord is that? So 1, 5, 7, 9. Sharp 11. 13. The 3rd. So it's a major 7 chord with a 9, a 6, and a sharp 11. Wow. Wow, it's literally every single extension. So if you just follow up, this is so cool. I've never looked into this. So if you just follow up going 1, 3, 5, and you keep going 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, this is what you get. Back to 1. It's literally every single extension. It's all 7 notes. So it's kind of like doing this. Wow, so gorgeous. So they end up on the same key. They end up on... Wow, you know what I just realized about this theme? This theme takes that same Dragon Roost Island, but it adds this. And then back up. Well, we ever talked about that? 1, 7, 6, 7, back up to 1. That's all over Zelda. We're talking about it every single video. Oh my gosh. So we're ending there. Wow, beautiful. So we start off on a D flat major 7 chord. Okay. That was nice, the way they looped back into the intro. Wow. Those strings. Wow. Beautiful. Instrumentation in here is just absolutely sick. They went for a totally different vibe from Dragon Roost Island, and I love it. I mean, the chords are very jazzy. Strings are frequently used when it comes to flying and kind of wind and things like that. They've definitely used that here. Clarinet is a wind instrument. Very interesting choice there. Gotta say, I love this theme. Let's check out the night version. Wow. So they've already moved down a half step. So before it was... I think I missed that note the first time, the flat 7. And now it's... feels just a tad slower. Half a step lower, a little bit slower. That's definitely slower. Wow. So the guitar that they use here is beautiful. It's very kind of finger style, kind of relaxed, like a night cafe vibe. I am very tempted to get out my guitar, but I'll probably save that for another video. Wow. So beautiful. The chords are actually sort of a... So interesting that this note stays on the second chord because we get F sharp minor, E major, or D flat minor. Wow. That changes the chord we get. Beautiful. beautiful. A lot of nines. Gorgeous. That 4 chord again. I don't remember that piano playing. Same chords, crunchy, little flat 9 in there. Equally interesting that they don't do certain things. Da 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 da. That almost sounds like a gust of wind blowing over, like this clouds. Da 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 da. That's missing from this. It's a little darker, a little quieter. People are asleep. You don't get these voices over the top, right? There's so much symbolism in the music, the way it represents kind of the environment. That's what I love about Breath of the Wild. Sometimes people ask, why is it so quiet? Why is it missing these big bombastic kind of, big stage production sounds? And it's just flickering on piano. And my answer is always, it suits the game perfectly. You get this giant, expansive map that we've never really seen before. We get nature. We get space. Silence at times, being alone, and yet there's so much to explore, and the music evokes all of those emotions in a very simple way. It's exactly what the soundtrack needed to be. It was he prioritized immersion and game experience and a little bit less on the big bombastic Zelda themes, which I think was a brilliant move. Zelda has this way of doing things that are unpopular at the time, and a couple years later people look back on and go, that was brilliant. Well, there's one more use of this in Tears of the Kingdom. Slight spoiler if you haven't played the Rito area. Not that big a spoiler. It's frozen. And then once you beat that area, it's no longer frozen and it goes back to the original theme. But here's the frozen theme. Check this out. Wow, they don't even play the actual note. It's like it's incomplete. How cool is that? So it's hard to hear with my recording setup, but it sounds a little bit like it does this. Sounds like the music they play when you're like getting a massage. Original key. Still kind of incomplete. They kept some of those same chords, kind of that flat 9 sound. Wow, very interesting. So just enough to get you kind of this apocalyptic, unresolved, conflicting sound with some Dragon Roost Island and Rito VIllage flavor infused all throughout. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you to my patrons. Stay tuned for the full breakdown of the Wind Temple and all of the music references that occur. And as always, Zelda Music Theory, out.